Okay. Put them home together. Namo fundamental teacher, Sakyamuni Buddha. Namo fundamental teacher, Sakyamuni Buddha. Namo fundamental teacher, Sakyamuni Buddha. The answer path deep, profound, such a wonderful Dhamma. In 100,000 millennia, it is difficult to encounter. Now that I have come to receive and hold it within my sight and hearing, I vow to transform the transform one to a natural meaning. Okay. By now, I think everyone should know that transform one is one of the Buddha named. He have 10 different names, right? So the word only one. All right. Okay. So we continue on. Last week we left off. I think it's are we done with the week? We're done with the week 27, I think. Mm-hmm. Okay, today we try to get as much as we can. Okay. William, do you want to start week 28?
Certainly, yes. Week 28. Buddha. The fetus arises 8 crazy delusions, such as I sat in a carriage or went on a boat, stayed upstairs, lay on my bed, listened to the stream flow, went to a pond, saw the wide river, stayed in the small garden, entered into a big flower park. Medical view. Good news, you're now in the 3rd trimester. Your baby weighs just over 1 kilogram, about the same as an aubergine, whatever an aubergine is, I have no idea, probably a fruit, and is at least 37.6 centimeters long. Your baby's eyes are now ringed with delicate lashes. Soon the muscle fibers that form your baby's irises will develop color and pattern. However, the final color of your baby's eyes won't be revealed until at least a few weeks after she's born. A white fatty substance called myelin is slowly wrapping around your baby's spinal cord and the nerves that branch out from it. This process is called myelination. It will continue during pregnancy and throughout your baby's first year. Myelin is important as it helps to speed up messages between your baby's brain and the nerves around her body. It also acts as a protective layer. The nerves that support your baby's movement are sheathed in myelin first, before the nerves that serve her senses.
So this is not very clear, right?
Between the two, yeah, they're not really able to comment in the medical view on what the level of consciousness of the fetus is.
And one more thing, because you missed the last 2 weeks, we know that the week number 19, I think, week number 19, week number 19. Okay. You see the consciousness, that means the body base, that means the 5 faculty, that is the body base, the eye, the ear, the nose, the tongue, right? And the body. And the gender base, and as well the 6 consonants, that means the body base, that means the first 5 consonants, and plus the 6 consonants about the brain, and also the 7th consonant is that is related to the 4th cell, right? Cell delusion, cell view, cell Christ, and cell. And of course, the 8th consonant, that is the alaya, right? That is the Iklalam, right? Iklalam, that means Kalala. That is the one who, when the eight consonants come in, they will rely on the sperm and the egg, right? That is called a condition, and where the eight consonants, based on those conditions, they form the Kalala. It's just like the condensed milk for the first 7 days. And that is the eight consonants at the beginning. Now we have the other 7 consonants together. This is the week number 19. We do have, the baby do have all the 8 consonants together. Okay. That important. Okay. And later on we learn more into it. And that means the baby can be able to feel, right? You have the different kind of sense and different kind of reaction. Okay, give me one second. Không có biết nữa. Okay. All right. Let's see. We done the week number 28. All right. Oh, you know what? No, we just done this one. Okay. Okay. William, can we? I think we just finished this one. You go ahead and read this one more time.
Okay. At that time, the Buddha said the following verses. The baby in the mother's womb, 27 times 7 days, due to the good, bad karma, the form appears pretty ugly. If the fetus is a boy, on the right hip of the mother, sit with the body bending, hands covering face towards the backbone. As the fetus is a girl, on the left hip, 2 hands on the face, sit facing toward in front of the belly. When the mother goes quickly, or sit for a bit long, or eat spicy food, hot, cold, does not suitable with the body temperature, or eat less, eat more, the fetus suffers. So the wise man do not cherish samsara.
Okay, so that's what the Buddha said, that when we in the mother womb, it's a lot of suffering, right? So that's why the Buddha said that the wise man should not cherish the samsara. Okay, so let's see. All right, go ahead. Jenny, go ahead and you can read this one.
Nanda, if the fetus' previous karma is stinginess, selfish, fraudulent, holds tightly without sharing or giving, not listen to the teachings of the teachers or parents due to the bad karma of the mind, the mouth, and the body. Days and nights, the evil karma grows, then receive this retribution. Being born into human realm, the retribution is not satisfied.
Okay, right here, does it make sense?
Yes.
When we are stinginess, selfish, right? And the retribution is when we born into the human realm, we will not be satisfied with whatever we want, right? That okay, go ahead and read all the way.
If people say long is beautiful, then it will be short. If short is beautiful, then it will be long. If rough is beautiful, he, she is small. If small is beautiful, he, she is rough. If the details fitting together nicely is beautiful, it is disjointed. If discrete is beautiful, then he, she is jointed together. If more is beautiful, then it is less. If less is beautiful, then he, she is more. If one likes being fat, then he, she is thin. If one likes being thin, he, she is fat. If one likes being thin, he, she is fat. If one likes coward, then he, she is strong. If one likes to be strong, then he, she coward. If one likes white, then he, she's black. If one likes black, then he, she's white.
Okay, stop right there. You see that this is what the Buddha said, that it's not satisfied. That means it's always opposite from what the standard is, right?
Yes. Mhm.
Cô quản lý, would you please read number 2?
Sure. Number 2, Venerable Nanda, due to the evil karma, it leads to a retribution of deaf, blind, lips, stupid, ugly, where he or she says no one wants to listen. The lopsided limbs are shaped like a hungry ghost. The relatives do not like to see them, let alone others. There are 3 types of karma, so when talking to people, they do not believe and pay attention. Why? Because of their previous life. They create bad karma, so he or she received this retribution.
Okay.
Venerable.
Let's see. Try to make sense from this thing. Due to the evil karma, it will lead to the retribution. And they don't. In here, they do not say what kind of karma is that. Okay. 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 Go ahead and do number 3.
Venerable Nanda, because the fetus previously practiced the good karma, likes to do giving and loving kindness to the poor. There's no greed, no stinginess on materials. The good karma has been done. Day and night growth will receive good retribution. If he or she is reborn into human realm, he or she will receive a satisfactory retribution. If people say long is beautiful, then he or she will be long. If short is beautiful, then he or she will be short. Cores are small, the right size, the details are suitable. More or less fat, thin, courage, coward, and the beauty everyone sees and admire. 6 sense faculties are full of beauty, and beauty is excellent. The speech is bright, and the voice is gentle and harmony. Body's appearance is well formed. Everyone likes to see it. When someone discusses the 3 types of karma, he or she likes to listen and accept it. Why? Because of their previous life, they create good karma. So he or she receives this retribution.
Good. This is good. Okay. We stop right here. So basically, this is the opposite of the above. So this is the retribution of the due to the bad karma about the stinginess and selfish and all those things, right? That's why it reborn at death, and also because they do not listen to the teaching of the teacher or parent. Those kind of bad karma. That's why they will be have this kind of retribution as well. And from here, the opposite is the good karma. That means doing a lot of giving, right? And therefore, that's why they will have the satisfactory retribution. Does it make sense? I hope.
Yes, this makes sense.
Okay. Okay, you can do number 4, number 5 for me.
Yeah, more for that. Venerable Nanda, if the fetus fetus is male, sits squat on the right hip of the mother. Hands covers the face toward the mother's spine. Number 5, Venerable Ananda, if the fetus is male, sits squat on the left hip. On the mother, hand faced hover the face facing outside the mother's belly. The fetus is in between the organs. The outer organs push it against the fetus, such as binding the body to a sharp pole. The mothers eat more or less. The fetus is suffered.
Okay, you see inside the mother womb, the fetus it undergo a lot of suffering, right? That is the Buddha want to tell us. And due to the good or bad karma, the fetus will have certain kind of form, either good or bad, right? Okay, so we're done with the 28. Okay. John, you want to do number 29?
All right, week 29, Buddha. Feel the rise of the karma wind named fly moderate Due to the power of this karma wind, it makes the fetus body bright, and the part of the body is clearly showed. Due to the good and bad karma in the past life, his body is white or black, neither black nor white, or has different colors, or its body dry or fresh. The medical view is your baby now weighs a little over 1.2 kilograms, is about 38.6 centimeters. From head to heel, he's about the size of a butternut squash. Your baby's brain, which was once smooth, is now gaining new folds and grooves as it becomes more complex. These wrinkles increase the surface area of his brain and create extra space for cells to grow. Your baby starts to lay down large amounts of fat to sustain a massive increase in brain growth in the coming weeks. By the end of the third trimester, his brain will have created billions of new cells and be a third bigger than it is now. Your babies continue to harden. About 200 milligrams of calcium is deposited in his skeletons every day. This is the same amount of calcium that you get from drinking a small glass of milk.
Okay. Okay. So due to this power of the karma wind, we depend on the good or bad karma, and that the color of the skin is black, white, or whatever, right? And also the body is dry or fresh depend on the karma. But when they in here, they talking about okay, your baby brain, which ones and when you grow, become more complex. This wrinkle increase the surface area. William, what do you think about this?
So the connection between what the Buddha said and the medical view.
Yeah.
Well, the medical view doesn't seem to, this particular one doesn't seem to be commenting on the same sort of stuff. It is interesting though that just before this, the Buddha said that the fetus would begin to have seven different crazy delusions, like have one of them.
Yeah.
Where the baby's consciousness is being more active to have that delusion. And then, you know, the next week in the medical view, the baby's brain is structurally developing more, suggesting that there's more brain activity occurring, you know, in the immediately preceding time. So that does seem to kind of connect with the previous one.
And also we see that okay. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Well, William, go ahead and do number 30.
Okay. Feel the arising of the karma wind named Iron Mouth. Due to the power of this karma wind, hair, hairy fingernails, and toenails are all elongated. And in the medical view, your baby now measures a little more than 39.9 centimeters from head to heel, which is similar to the size of a cabbage. Her growth in terms of length will soon slow down, but she'll continue to gain weight until she's born. She weighs about 1.3 kilograms at this stage. White, greasy, moisturizing vernix coats your baby's skin from head to toe and from back to front. Vernix helps protect her skin from its long immersion in amniotic fluid. Vernix is also antimicrobial, keeping bacteria and fungal infections at bay. Your baby's immune system is also busy developing to help protect her against infections. If you shine a torch or a bright light at your bump, you may soon feel your baby respond by turning her head. However, her eyesight is still developing, So try again in a couple of weeks if she doesn't respond now. Your baby's eyesight will continue to develop after birth. When she's born, she'll only be able to see faces and objects within 20 centimeters to 30 centimeters. The amniotic fluid surrounding your baby has been increasing every week, but this growth has been slowing as your baby gets bigger. By 37 weeks, the volume of the amniotic fluid will peak at between 700 and 1,000 milliliters. This will tail off by the time you reach your due date, when the fluid levels will drop to about 600 milliliters.
Okay, what do you think?
Yeah, well, here in this one, they're talking about the vernix coating the skin. And in the previous one, they were talking about, the Buddha was speaking about the quality of the skin being dry or fresh.
Right.
And so it would seem that it's perhaps the causes that lead to a good coat of the vernix. Perhaps, you know, maybe that's even tending to happen early, or it's about the same time. So that one matches. The medical view here does seem to match with the Buddha's view in week 29 about the skin health.
And also in here, we see that the hair and hairy, that means hair along the whole body, right? That and finger, nail, and all those things. Yeah. Okay, this will be the week 31 to 35. We are almost done. All right, Jenny.
Okay. The body gradually grows. All body's features are fulfilled. Week 31 medical view. Your body weighs the same as a coconut, about 3.3 pounds, and is starting to look more like a newborn. He measures about 16.2 inches from crown to heel. Believe it or not, your baby still has plenty of growing to do. You can expect him to gain at least 1 kilogram before birth. As he fills out, his wrinkled skin is slowly becoming more smooth. Did you know that the food you eat during pregnancy may give your amniotic fluid certain flavors and smells? Your baby's brain and taste buds are mature enough now for him to taste these flavors in the fluid he swallows. It's even possible that the food you eat in pregnancy may shape your baby's food preferences when he starts solid foods at around 6 months of age. Your baby continues to sleep for short periods of between 20 minutes and 40 minutes, day and night. He's unlikely to sleep for longer than 90 minutes. While he's asleep, he'll probably keep still. Your baby's growing bigger all the time, so when he's wakeful, there's less room for him to move. Due to the limited space in your womb, he's now likely to have his legs drawn up to his chest in the classical fetal position. Although he has less room to move, your baby will still be active. You may notice that his kicks and nudges start to feel different in your third trimester, but his pattern of movements will be the same. For example, if he's usually most active in the evening, you should continue to feel him at this time.
Okay, this the Buddha did say that the body gradually grow, or another feature you will feel it's when the time so along the way to the 35, yes. Yeah. What do you think about this, Jenny? I'm not too sure much about this.
I think that the Buddha describes exactly what the medical view is saying. You know, the medical view is just describing it in a more detail, but that's pretty much what the Buddha is saying.
But this one right here.
Yeah, because you see how the Buddha says that it's gradually growing and all the body features are being fulfilled. Well, I mean, as it's gradually growing, it's the medical view, it's explaining how it's, okay, you know, how it's moving, how it's sleeping, how it, you know, it's just growing.
Okay, all right, go on me. Oh, sorry, 32. Okay, 32 medical view, there is no Buddha view on this.
You want me to read 32?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on one second, sorry. Week 32, medical view. Your baby now weighs about 1.7 kilogram and is as long as a kale leaf, around 42.4 centimeter from head to heel. From 32 weeks, babies born early have a good chance of surviving and thriving, although they will need help to breathe at first. This is because their lungs won't be fully developed until just before birth. Your baby's fingernails are fully formed and have reached the tips of the fingers. The toenails grow to full length rather than her fingernails, but they are just visible at this stage. If she gets an itch, she may gently scratch herself. Your baby's hair is getting thicker, although it may thin out after birth. By this stage, your baby may be getting ready for birth by lying in your womb with her head pointing downwards. If she's not this way around yet, don't worry. Most babies have moved into a head down position by 36 weeks, so there's still plenty of time for her to turn.
Okay. So the baby will be in the downward position. That means the head down, right? That's for most of the babies. And otherwise, if not, they will do the what you call the surgery, right? Any idea on this? Go on, me.
It's kind of this medical view is just the continuation of week 31, which was discussed by in the Buddha view. Just the baby continued to grow in the mother's womb. So this part here would also cover.
And also the nail and all those things and toenail. We already in the week 30, right? So this is also they check it here. Okay. Không đi. Không thiện. Week 33.
Yes, no, for week 33. Medical view, your baby now weighs about 1.9 kilogram, almost the same as a pineapple, and measures over 43.7 centimeters from head to heel. Your baby's brain develops rapidly throughout the third trimester, but once he is born and all his senses are stimulated, his brain growth will be supercharged. Your baby's skin is becoming less wrinkled as he plumps up in preparation for birth. His arms and legs are looking quite chubby now, thanks to the amount of fat building underneath his skin. Your baby's skull is soft and pliable, and the plates of bone that form it are not yet fused. If you have a vaginal birth, your baby's skull plate will slide over each other as he ages through the birth canal. You will be able to see or gently feel the gaps in your baby's skull when he's born. The fontanelle won't all close until he's about 18 months old. Throughout childhood, his skull plate remains flexibly joined to make space for his grown brain. His skull bones won't lock fully into the place until adulthood. If you're having a boy, his testicles are likely to have descended into his scrotum by now. However, sometimes one or both testicles don't fully descend until after birth. This is especially common in people who are born prematurely or with a low birth weight. If your baby is born with undescended testicles, they should move down into his scrotum by about 3 months.
Okay, I think it's stated more in detail. Okay, let's move on to 34. I think very much similar, I guess. The newborn temperature, body, the right number layer, and then you get too hot, cold. Okay. Let's see. 34, your baby, no, your boy. Okay. 35, if possible. All right, we can. I think it's we can go from 36. So, John, do you want to read this?
Week 36. The fetus is bored, not happy. Medical view, your baby weighs nearly 2.6 kilograms and at just over 47.4 centimeters. She's similar in length to a romaine lettuce. Your pregnancy is considered full term by the end of this week, meaning your baby is ready to be born any day. Bear in mind, only about 4% of babies are born on their due date. Most women give birth sometime between 38 weeks and 42 weeks. Your baby's hearing is likely to take leap in sensitivity this week. Her brain and nervous system are maturing fast as her arrival in the world approaches. She continues to shed what's left of her downy lanugo hair, and vernix caseosa, the protective substance that covers her skin. She'll swallow this hair and skin, and once digested, it will stay in her bowels as meconium, a black or dark green sticky substance. This bowels as meconium, a black or dark green substance. This meconium will become her first poo after birth. Your midwife will check what position your baby is in at your 36-week antenatal appointment. It's likely that your baby is in the head down or cephalic position. Your baby's head may even have moved down into your pelvis, ready for birth. If this happens, you might feel like your bump has moved down and you have more room to breathe. This is called lightening. Although it means your baby is ready to be born, it is not necessarily a sign that she's on her way yet. Don't be disheartened if your baby hasn't engaged yet. Some babies don't move into the pelvis until after labor has started. If your baby stays in the bottom down position or is lying across your belly after this week, your doctor or midwife may offer to try to run her round. A technique called external cephalic version can encourage your baby into a head down position. Your doctor or midwife will place their hands on her belly and use firm, gentle pressure to help your baby to turn.
Okay, all right. What do you think, John? I think this is a little bit tough for you, but William, why the Buddha said that the fetus is born and not happy? Do you know why?
Well, with my educated guess would be that since the brain and nervous system have matured a great deal, so like hearing is very sensitive, sight is more sensitive, that it's, since that ability to receive information is there, if it's not being stimulated in those ways, then there's the opportunity to be bored. That would be my guess.
I think it's what I think it's because the baby, like you say, the brain is already fully developed at this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that means the baby somehow it senses. That means the current situation inside the mother womb is very, very what you call uncomfortable, right? And he want to get out as soon as possible. And also in here, the medical view say that the baby position usually it should be the head down, right? That is the way. But somehow that if the baby is not in the head downward position, and in the old day, if the technology is not good enough, and that means surgery is not possible, you know what happened to the baby and the mom? That's right. Yeah.
If they can't successfully deliver breech, yeah.
Yeah, it will cost the mom and the baby die. And what does that mean? The Buddha said that if the baby, the fetus, have the bad karma in the past, and also that will cost the baby in that position. So it will cost both the mom and the baby die due to the bad karma that the fetus have. So later on we will learn about well, it's beyond the medical technology. Okay. But anyway, we and so basically, fetus is born or not happy. That means when they have that kind of feeling, that like you are in the prison, right? And you don't want to be there any longer. I want to get out as soon as possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, William, go ahead and do number 37.
Okay. The fetus gives rise to 5 crazy thoughts. Thoughts of the impurity form, the thoughts of stench and dirty, in the prison, in the dark, I feel bored. Medical view. Congratulations, you've reached full term. Your baby is ready for birth, and you'll be meeting him in a small number of weeks. Your baby weighs over 2.9 kilograms and is about 48.6 centimeters long from head to heel. This is similar to the length of a stalk of Swiss chard. Your baby continues to work his facial muscles by practicing pouts, frowns, and grimaces. His blinking and startle reflexes are more honed because his hearing has taken a leap in sensitivity. Your baby's toenails should now reach the end of his toes, but they're still not as long as his fingernails. After your baby's born, his fingernails will continue to grow faster than his toenails, and you may need to trim them weekly. Your baby's digestive system is still developing and will continue to mature for several years after he's born. His small intestine will grow by over a meter in his first year alone. Your baby will still have a regular pattern of movements, which will continue until he's born. If you notice a change in his pattern of movements, speak to your midwife or maternity unit straight away so that they can check he's safe and well.
Okay. What do you think? The between the two?
That the baby is now grimacing and pouting and frowning, that does tend to kind of match with this, what the Buddha's saying, that there's like a discontentment, like stuck in a prison or something smells or feels impure or dark or bored.
They want to out. They want to get out as soon as possible.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. So, and that's why you see that I don't think that look, every baby when it come out, the first sound you hear, what is the first sound we hear?
Crying, typically.
Yeah, crying. You don't see the baby smile, right? No.
Right. It's pretty rare. It's pretty rare.
So that mean it will be the same with the Buddha just said right here. That's what it means. When they came out and they are very happy, but at the same time, because they just got out and they have already been through a lot of suffering while inside the mother womb, right? And also the process to get out is to go through, right? Through the mother. That means when the head come out, and they have to go through the very narrow path, right? It's really painful. That's why most of the baby come out is crying, because it's too painful for them. Okay. All right. Yeah, Jenny. Oh, before that. And in here, the Buddha said that they have 5 crazy thoughts, right? This is the thought that, because remember in week number 19, right? We noticed that the Buddha said that all the 8 consciousness they already established. So that means this kind of thought or illusion or whatever is possible. Okay, it's possible. But that's why the difference between the medical view and the Buddha view, the Buddha is the medical view only see the outside and the behavior, but they do not understand the mind of the fetus. Does it make sense, right? So that is the big difference between the Buddha and the medical view. Medical view only based on the outside, not inner. Okay. All right, Jenny.
Okay. Week 38, feel the arising of the karma when named, initiate, affinity, and direct downward. Due to the blowing force of these 2 karma winds, it makes the fetus turn head downward and hands downward as if about to come out. If the fetus' previous life had created bad karma, then the hands and feet will lay horizontally without turning downward. Die in the womb. Makes the mother very miserable, causing extreme pain to the mother. She would die. Otherwise, the fetus' previous life creating good karma or causing a good cause for a longevity, then both mother and baby would be fine when the baby comes out.
Okay, so that's what the Buddha said, huh? In the medical view.
The medical view, the average weight of a baby at 38 weeks of pregnancy is about 6.8 pounds, and the average length is about 19.6 inches. Your baby is about as long as a leek. Your midwife may be able to give you an idea of whether your baby will be bigger or smaller than this based on your fundal height. Fundal height is the distance from your pubic bone to the top of your womb. The fine lanugo hair that covered your baby's body is largely gone, but she may still have some patches when she's born, particularly on her upper arms and shoulders. Her elbows and knees may have small dimples, and she can now make a firm grasp with her hands. Looking forward to seeing what color your baby's eyes are. Remember that the color of her irises at birth may not indicate what color her eyes will be when she's older. This is because the pigmentation in her irises needs natural light outside your womb to finish developing. It's an instant transformation either. It'll take a few weeks or longer before she has her final eye color. The pattern and color of her irises are as unique as her fingerprints.
Okay, all right. So, particular upper arm, so okay, all right. What do you think in here? The connection?
Can you go back to the Buddha view? Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's pretty much this, just describing it as
It's always described yeah, but in here they do not say how the baby come out. Huh?
no.
Anyway, all right, that's that's good. We done with the 38 weeks. That is a great thing. That is a good thing. All right, now we will learn more into detail about the fetus, comma, and all that thing. Okay, go quản lý.
Okay. If the fetus is in the womb for 9 months or more than 9 months, this is called completeness. But only 8, 7, or 6 months is not called fullness. Fetus organ, when born, there are 8 different states. Kalala, yết bộ đàm, Tế thi, kiền nam, bạc la, sa kê, phát mau trảo, căn vị, hình vị, kalala. When it is not yet condensed, it is like an arrow. Yết bộ đàm vị, also called afuda, is a state when the fetus does not yet produces flesh inside and outside, like condensed milk. Beti is fetus just formed and the shape of 2 arms closed. The flesh is produced but not very soft. Kieng Nam is when the mass of flesh is slightly hard but can be touched. Bats Lasake is the time when the fetus grow up, showing in forms of limbs and head. Phak Mao Trao is when hair, nails, and feet appear. The faculties is the time when eyes, ears, nose, mouth, urination, and defecation are formed. Form feature is when the fetus body shows in full and clear. The fetus also depends upon the karma of his previous life or influenced by the mother, that the hair, skin color, limbs have changed. If during pregnancy the mother eats a lot of calcium, salty substances, the child suffers from what caused the hair is less thin. If the mother stays in a hot, cramped place or often near a hot fire, the affected child, the skin color becomes black. Otherwise, it is, if the mother usually stay in a cold place, the child's skin is white. Or the mother likes to eat a lot of spicy food. Later, the baby will have a reddish skin color. If during the pregnancy, the mother still have a lot of lust, the baby will have scabies around rough skin. During pregnancy, the mother is not well maintained, often running and jumping strenuous, heavy. Due to that influence, the child limbs are either skew or incomplete.
What do you think? So basically, this thing here just repeat whatever we go through the 38 weeks. But down here, more when we go down to here, the fetus depend on the karma in the rebirth life, right? And also influenced by the mother. That means not only the karma of the fetus, but also the karma of the mother.
Right.
So that's why it will affect the fetus, right? Skin and the shape and whatever relate to it. So it will go by the karma influence.
Right.
And also in here, the Buddha said that if the mother stay in the hot fire, nearby the hot fire, right, it affects the skin to become black or white, become white when in the cold, right? And also depend on the spicy food the mom eats, the baby will have the reddish skin color. And also, if the mother have a lot of plus, the baby will have a scabby or rough skin. So whatever the mom will have a direct impact on the baby. Okay. And also whatever the karma the fetus have will also direct impact on the mom.
Right. So even if the mother lost the life, you know, that we've heard in many cases while delivering the babies, I thought it's also karma, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's,
Because when we come together to become the parent and children, or husband and wife, or whatever, due to our common affinity, right? You learn about that already. And those things depend on the good or bad karma we had together in the past, right? So
right.
it's not only one past life, but could be in many different past life. It will accumulate it, and now it will become for the time for the retribution, either good or bad, depends. So, but most of the time we see during this the world we look at with the world right now, right? A lot of chaos and crazy things happen in the world right now, and that means we live in the age of a very negative energy, right? In Buddhism, we call the bad collective karma we have together. For example, the COVID-19, right? It happened and it affect the entire world, and it's also affect the entire the world economy. You see, those things is and usually it relates to the killing. When we have this kind of karma related to death, many people dead, right? It means that we have the killing karma is so heavy, right, in this world. And you see a lot of war going on in the world right now, in the Middle East, in every many different places. And think good, and we live in this world just like that. We maybe we in the morning we fine, but who know in the evening we still there? No, we don't know, right? Things can be changed quickly, very quick. And my grandmaster, he said that this world is it's created by a billion egg, just like the chicken egg, right? You all those chicken eggs we put together to build the world. And what does that mean? It means that we live in the world of very fatal. Fatal. This world is very, very fatal. Does it make sense to you, William?
Yes, that makes sense.
So, yeah. And you know what? Right now, we in U.S. and China, we are about in the we fight from a trade war to cold war. Hopefully, not for the hot war. You know what I mean? It will be very uh, chaos and terrible thing, unpredictable. Right? Anyway. Um, but when we will learn about the result of body mind, the bodhicitta in the future, if we have a chance to learn together, and you will see that when the bodhisattva, when the person who want to practice the bodhisattva, they have to resolve the bodhicitta. That means they willing to make a vow to benefit the living being unconditional love. This is what we call in Buddhism, we call the Bodhisattva path. And they have to make a lot of vow, unconditional. Their vow, it's nothing is related to self. So when we make a vow for the Bodhisattva path, we are talking about the selfless, right? That the whole idea. That's how we and most of the Bodhisattva is the ideal way for most of the bodhisattva to practice it. They want to go to pray the perfect word, the word that without suffering. But the one who make a vow to willing to go into this kind of terrible world that we are living right now, those bodhisattvas, it's the compassion they have, it's unbelievable. Without those compassionate bodhisattvas, we do not have a chance to hear the Buddha teaching or the white teaching, right? And you know what? We never have a chance to get out of the samsara in the near future or whenever. We still stuck into the three evil realms. Who knows, right? William, right?
Yes.
So that's why the bodhisattva, when we learn, we will have a chance. I hope after we're done with this, I will go to that subject, and we will learn about that. But I have to do a lot of translation from Vietnamese into English. But it's okay. Okay. Did I show you this thing?
No.
Huh?
No.
No. Okay. What can the baby? Okay, let's do this quickly. Okay, in Buddhism, okay, right now the science may be able to recognize that the baby can hear and can see and can learn a new language while inside of mother womb, right? And that is very important. And that's how in Buddhism we know how to use. Let's say that the baby will have a Down syndrome or whatever the problem for the baby, right? But most of the time, what the mom do is abort, right? Abort the fetus. But in Buddhism, we don't want to go to that route. And how do we be able to do it? To make sure that the mom and the fetus will become safe. And we do have a technique to what we call it praying. But the praying is a way to generate the positive energy for the fetus and the mom. Okay. That means the mom have to do that. And the mom, when the mom do that, it will have the direct it will have the direct impact on the fetus karma and also on her own karma. Okay.
We got an extra crib. I'll take it. Your diet, emotions, and how you interact with your bump all play a part in developing your growing baby's brain. Senses of touch, smell, sight, sound, and taste will aid this development process. With some fun ideas and practical tips, you can help your baby be smart, intelligent, and creative. Using everyday things and some smart parenting tips, you too can do just that. 1. Always read before you sleep. Reading during any time of the day is pretty good, but there is something special about the night time. Not only will this nighttime prep you for storytelling techniques in the future, it will help you release good hormones which work wonders for baby's brain. The foundations for language begin in the womb, and by the 3rd trimester, your baby can memorize sounds she hears regularly. 2. Stay active. By working out every day before you deliver the baby, you will get all the stamina you need during labor. This can also add strength to your baby's brain. If you learned exercising before getting pregnant, stick to lightweight exercises and brisk walks. The stress hormone cortisol is released during exercise, which stimulates the growth and development of the fetus brain and other organs. 3. Bring the sunshine into your life. During pregnancy, ensure that you spend some time in the early morning sunshine. About 20-30 minutes per day is just right. This vitamin is important to your baby as it helps grow strong heart and bones and prevents autism from setting in. 4. Constant touch. There is a pretty thin line soothing its nervous system. Make it a habit to rub the softest part of your fingers and palms from downward to upward position. 5. Get talking. Next time someone looks at you funny for talking to yourself, just give them daggers. You are, in fact, educating your baby to be. Babies can hear from 16 weeks and, by 27 weeks, all the connections from ear to brain are in place, says Miriam. Studies show newborns respond to accents or languages they hear in the womb. Those born to bilingual families respond to both languages from birth. 6. Vary your diet. The moment you come to know about this new life growing inside you, you must resort to healthy, nutritious lifestyle. A balanced diet not only ensures benefits for your body, but also the strength and development of your unborn. Remember, whatever you eat, your child shares it with you. So, discard all the junk food, alcohol, or harmful substances of consumption from around you. 7. Play music. It's a proven fact that unborn babies already have a taste for music. This helps trigger the chemical serotonin, which helps the baby remain calm and satisfied. Now, if you like the video, give a thumbs up and share with your friends. And for more.
Okay, William, what do you think? Whatever we have learned so far.
Oh, about everything?
Yeah.
The whole thing. Well, yeah, I think it's great if a mother can be conscious of this and take the steps to, remain peaceful, remain happy, active. All those things in the video were very, very good. I've never heard of a connection between sun exposure and decreased risk of autism, but I mean, there could be studies out there I'm not familiar with. That would be pretty cool. Don't do that, Samaya. Hey, don't do that. Yeah. I think it's a great awareness to have, and the how much the Buddha's teachings paired with the medical view is pretty astounding, given that the time the Buddha spoke in, and I'm pretty sure the Buddha, when he was a prince, didn't have access to like extensive anatomical study of babies at different states of development. So there's no real way to explain the knowledge other than through the Buddha's wisdom through his realization.
Yeah, you see at the beginning of the video they talk about the 5 senses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is in the week number 19. You see that the Buddha said that the baby have all the 8 consonants together already. Okay, that's important. That's how the baby can be able to feel the outside world or feel the whatever the mom activity, right? So that's important. That's important. And also you see that the week number and I think it's week number 25, 26, the baby can be able to hear. And that's a good thing. Okay, here, this is the sound are now much clearer to him. So that means they can be able to hear, right? That taste the music with your unborn baby. So with this knowledge, what is the big deal that when the baby, let's say that the baby somehow the baby. Okay, next week we will learn about the situation that a woman she give birth 3 times, and each time she go to the surgery, and it's very dangerous when you have more than one consecutive surgery. The second one is very dangerous, right? So even the third one is also then it will have higher risk to the mom, right, and also the baby. And And the way the way that we will learn how to let the baby hearing the praying, just like the mom let the baby taste the music. So instead of give the baby the music, we give the baby the good teaching, and that means the good energy. Okay, it will changing the energy of the karma. Okay. All right, let's stop right here. We will okay, stop right here. Next week we will learn more deep into it. May every living being, our minds one and radiant with light, share the fruit of peace with heart of goodness, luminous and bright. If people hear and see how hand and heart can find and give in unity, may their mind awake to great compassion, wisdom, and joy. May kindness find reward. May all who sorrow live their grief and pain. May this boundless light break the darkness of their endless night. Because our hearts are one, this world of pain turn into paradise. May all become compassionate in one. May all become compassionate in one. Now we can continue on our mantra quickly, and I have to have only 10 minutes. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Okay, last time we done up to 100, I think. Right. Okay. All right. Let's. Okay. What happened? Weird. Okay, let me share you. Okay, let's do together. Nam mô Lăng Nghiêm Hội Thượng Phật Bồ Tát. Nam mô Lăng Nghiêm Hội Thượng Phật Bồ Tát. Nam mô Lăng Nghiêm Hội Thượng Phật Bồ Tát. William, did you do it? You tried it at home?
Yes, I've gone through it a few times since I was on last, and I find myself wondering what the pronunciation of some of the words, because there's like different symbols on them that I don't know what they mean, and like
for the mantra,
yeah.
You don't need to understand the meaning. Later on,
I mean like the words, like, so I know like if it's a D and there's no, it's just a normal D, it's ya instead of da.
Oh, okay.
Like I know, but then there are like other words where there's certain symbols on it that might change the sound, and I don't know.
How about this?
Yes.
How about this? We Kolang, can you share the thing that you have for the kid to William and Jenny? And I think it's very good for them to be able to learn the sound. Okay. Okay. And she will be able to provide you the link, and they are for now very accurate. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's do this together quickly. Nam mô Tát Đát Tha Tô Già Đa Ya A Ra Ha Đế. Nam Miệu Tam Bồ Đà Tọa. Nam mô Tát Đát Tha Phật Đà Cu Chi Sắc Ni Sam. Nam mô Tát Bà Bột Đà Bột Địa Đát Đa Bề Tề. Nam mô Tát Đa Nẵm Tam Miệu Tam Bồ Đà Câu Chi Nẵm Ta Xá Ra Bà Ca tăng già nằm. Nam mô lô kê a la hán đa nằm. Nam mô tô lô đa ba na nằm. Nam mô ta yết rì đà già di nằm. Nam mô lô kê tam miệu già đa nằm. Tam miệu già ba ra đệ ba na nằm. Nam mô đề bà ly sắc nọ. Nam mô tất đà gia tỳ địa gia đà ra ly sắc nọ. Xá ba na yết ra ha ta ha ta ra ma tha nằm. Nam mô bạc ra ha ma ni. Nam mô nhân đà ra gia. Nam mô bà già bà đế lô đà ra gia ô ma bát đế ta hê dạ gia. Nam mô bà già bà đế na ra dạ na gia bàn giả ma ha tam mô đà gia. Nam mô tất yết rì đà gia. Nam mô bà già bà đế ma ha ca ra gia địa rì bát lạc na dạ ra tỳ đà ra ba na ca ra gia a địa mục đế thi ma xá na nê bà tất nê ma đắc rì già na. Nam mô tất yết rì đa gia. Nam mô bà già bà đế đa tha già đa câu ra gia. Nam mô bát đầu ma câu ra gia. Nam mô bà xà ra câu ra gia. Nam mô ma ni câu ra gia. Nam mô già xà câu ra gia. Nam mô bà già bà đế đế rì chà du ra tây na ba ra ha ra na ra xà gia đa đa già đa gia. Nam mô bà già bà đế Nam mô a di đà bà già đa đa già đa gia a ra ha đế tam miệu tam bồ đà gia. Nam mô bà già bà đế a so bề già đa đa già đa gia a ra ha đế tam miệu tam bồ đà gia. Nam mô bà già bà đế bề xá xà gia câu lô phệ chủ rì gia bá ra bà tha xà gia đa đa già đa gia. Nam mô bà già bà đế tam bảo sư bi đa tăng lăng nại ra lạc xà gia đa đa già đa gia a ra ha đế tam miệu tam bồ đà gia. Nam mô bà già bà đế tha kê giả mẫu na về na đa đa già đa gia a ra ha đế tam miệu tam bồ đà gia. Nam mô bà già bà đế lạc đà na kê đô ra xà gia đa đa già đa gia a ra đế tam miệu tam bồ đà gia đế miêu. Nam mô tác kiến rì đa hê nam bà già bà đa tán tán đa già đô sang ni sam tán tán đa bản đan lam. Nam mô a bà ra tỳ đàm bang ra đế dương kỳ ra tán ra bà bồ đà yết ra ha. The most of this thing here is a lot of repetition. That's a good thing, so you can be able to recognize the word soon, right? Can you be able to follow Kenny and William?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Let me do from 1 to 101 to 110. Then you will do after. Ni yết ra ha yết ca ra ha ni bạc ra bi địa gia sắc đà nệ a ca ra mật rị chù bán rì đắc ra gia nảnh niết rì tác tác ra bà đà na. Okay, go ahead, thằng William. Ni yết ra ha
Ni yet raha yet karahani bagra vidyaya sadane akara matri tru bakri dakraya nanyetri tatra babandana.
Oh, wow. Okay, Jenny.
Ni ye raha ye raka rahani barabi Dhyaya satnane akara matri drubari daraya nanyeri taraba bandana muksani.
Okay, thank you.
Ni viết và ha viết ca wa ha ni bạc vi bí điếu gia sa đàn nê a ca wa mạc vì chủ đắc vì đắc hoa gia nể viết về tát hoa bà bằng dana.
Okay, John.
Niyit rahayit karahani bak vi yada sak dane akara mat vitu bak tak raya nanyit vi tak rara bayana.
Bandana. Okay, that's good. So so let's stop right here. But did you be able to use the video that we give to you in the past?
I opened the link and I had it on one of my windows, but then that window got closed and I haven't been able to re-find it yet.
Oh, how come you don't tell me? Okay. Cô Lan, cô kiếm cái bà chú Lăng Nghiêm của ngài Thích Gia, Hòa thượng Thích Gia.
Cái bữa hôm trước mà con có đưa rồi mà thầy.
Đưa rồi nhưng mà anh đang làm mất rồi.
Nhưng mà bây giờ con đang ở trong cái phone, con không có làm được.
Okay, don't worry. Let me do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think y'all that.
Oh, you know that? Oh, wow. I didn't know that. You know that. Okay.
He said that's me.
Mm-hmm.
And his name is Tita.
Mm-hmm.
What?
He didn't know you knew his name.
What?
He didn't know you knew his name.
It's right on the camera.
His home pickup.
Okay, you can do this. You can go to the setting. You can do the most lowest one. No, not this is not the one. The one with the I think it's let me see. This is not the one I want. The one they should have the. Okay, this is the one. I guess this is the one.
I can't understand it. Dad.
No, that's okay. Thằng William.
I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. Chu Lang Yim.
Oh, no. Let me send to you. Don't worry. I will send to you here. You don't have to search for it. That will take forever. All right. Click on the link. You can go down one level. I mean, 075. That will be the speed will be okay with you, I think.
Sorry. Okay, cool. So I saved it. I'm gonna add it to my videos. I'm gonna like it.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. See you next week. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, all right.
I want to tell you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.